Hello. It's been a while. Ang tagal na rin nung huli akong nag-record ng tutorial video. Kasi nangyayari yung iba, ga-upload ng video pero hindi nila maintindihan bakit. Nakasara yung yung bakasan or yung tawag dito, yung comment section. Ang problema kasi, pag pumunta ka sa YouTube studio and then tinatry mo mag-upload ng bagong video, ito meron na naman akong i-upload related to foodie beauty. Sabi, hindi ko magaya yung tawa niya. Anyway, so ito, nandito na, kung gusto nyong masiguro na open yung comment section, to keep the comment section open, you have to click that, no, it's not made for kids, because most of the time, if you click, yes, it's made for kids, because of the safety policies that YouTube has in place for kids. If a video is made for kids to avoid some suspicious individuals from commenting that may be detrimental to children, para hindi makapag-comment yung mga hindi kanais-nais ang hangarin sa mga bata, sinasara nila yung comment section. So, kung hindi naman pambata yung hindi siya pambata pero hindi naman siya ganun kumbaga wholesome naman siya, pwede nyo nang i-click yung no, it's not made for kids. Tapos of course, yung show more, click mo to. Then dito mo ilalagay kung yung lahat ng mga tags mo. Up to 500 characters yan, sigurado. Tapos loading search. So far, wala pa. Yun, allow embedding, publish to subscription feed and notify subscribers, and allow people to sample content. Tapos yung category, ayan. At saka nakalagay naman dito, hold potential inappropriate comments for review. Kaya yung kung halimbawa may mga nag-comment ng bastos o hindi naaayon sa terms of service ni YouTube, talagang yung ipapa-review muna sa'yo. Okay, so sa monetization naman tayo. Kung monet na kayo, well, sa ngayon limited yung nakalagay dito. On the other hand, hindi pa siya tapos sa checking, kaya kita nyo nag-glow pa yung yung check mark dito. So pag okay na, nakalagay on. Kumbaga hindi siya yellow, nalilitaw sa listahan, lilitaw siyang green. Okay. Add suitability. And ito din, explain ko din bakit limited lumintaw dito. Kasi dito sa add suitability, click ko yung next para makita nyo yung itsura. Kumbaga tinatapos ko to kanina, kaya lang naisip ko na kung magagawan ng tutorial ito, mabuti ng maipakita ito. Okay, add suitability. Explain natin isa-isa yung mga ito. So, of course, ang tanong, does your video's content, title, description, or keywords contain any of the following? Ano bang meron? Pag sinabing inappropriate language, okay, it means abbreviated, censored, or light profanity like hell or damn in the title, thumbnail, or video. So far, wala namang bad words dun sa thumbnail. Wala masyadong bad words dun sa content. Dahil talagang nireview ko muna bago siya in-upload. Tapos, moderate profanity in the title or thumbnail. Strong profanity used frequently in the opening of a video. In the first 30 seconds, strong profanity, yung palibhasa, hindi naman, kahit sabihin na magaling akong mag-Ingles, may mga bad words na hindi ko masabi kung strong or moderate. Kasi kung dito, nasa first level yung hell or damn, yun yung mga sinasabi nilang medyo safe na mura, kumbaga dito sa YouTube. So, moderate profanity is also mentioned here as shit or a bitch. Then it's used in the video. So ito. And then of course, masasabing extreme profanity, kung hindi kayo masyadong magaling mag-Ingles, hindi ko na masyadong ituturo yan sa inyo. Basta basahin nyo na lang maigi yan at isipin nyo na ito yung mga kailangan ninyong alisin sa video ninyo para hindi kayo hindi kayo malintikan. Para hindi naman kayo matanggalan ng kita. Okay. So far wala naman akong inappropriate language nun. Wala masyado. Okay. Adult content. Awan ng Diyos, walang nakahubad dito sa video. Okay. Basahin natin. Romance or kissing, discussions of romantic relationships or sexuality without reference to intercourse. Patay. May konti lang. That is indiscernible or without intent to arouse the audience. Sensual dancing in a professional setting without full or partial nudity. Non-graphic sex education or music video containing sexual content without nudity. Discussions of intimate sexual experiences focus on sexual body parts, even if covered, blurred, or censored nudity with discernible body parts. Even when used in an educational context or news reporting implied sexual acts, sensual dancing in a professional setting with limited clothing, sex toys without human contact or nudity, or realistic representation of genitalia. Unfortunately, meron. Kailangan ko itong i-click. Dahil meron. See? Ayan, nakalagay kaagad ads limited. Okay. And then exposed breast or full nudity sexual acts, discussion of fetishes or a video thumbnail with sexual content. Wholesome yung thumbnail. At wala naman naghubad. Kaya lang dun sa discussion yun, dun tayo nalintikan. Wala tayong magagawa, limited yan. Ano pa ba? Violence. Obviously naman wala. Enumerate lang natin. Graphic law enforcement in an educational context. Violence that occurs as part of unedited video gameplay. Mild violence with minimal blood. Dead bodies that are fully censored. Blurred, prepared for burial, or shown in historical events like wars as part of an educational video. And then, fleeting graphic law enforcement without educational context, showing dead bodies with obvious injury and or mutilation in an educational or documentary, like example Graven, history learning channel, setting or display of non-gruesome dead bodies without educational intent, edited video gameplay with some clips that focus on graphic violence, moderate violence that shows blood as part of non-educational video, moderate violence that shows blood as part of a non-educational video, and raw footage of armed conflict without injuries. Obviously, wala, pero just in case may bala kayong maglagay ng historical video na madugo, kailangan tandaan niyo yung part na ito. And of course, yung sa pangatlo, raw footage focused on violent law enforcement, graphic dead bodies in a non-educational video, edited video gameplay that primarily focuses on graphic violence and domestic violence. So far, wala. And shocking content. Ano naman ang category dito sa shocking content? Okay. Light or moderately shocking content which is censored or shown in context for educational, documentary, or other purposes. Shocking content like graphic images of human or animal body parts which is uncensored or intended to shock. And highly shocking content that is clearly visible or audible, or where the whole purpose of the video is to shock viewers. Okay, so harmful or dangerous acts. Yung sa shocking content, so far wala naman. Awa ng Diyos. Okay. Harmful or dangerous acts. Stunts or acts that are slightly dangerous but performed in a professional and controlled environment where no one is seriously injured. Content showing but not focusing on physical harm or distress, including acts done in a non-professional, non-controlled environment, and focus on accidents, pranks, or stunts that have health risks like drinking or eating non-edibles or discussions of trending videos that show this type of content. Trending, well, trending yung topic, trending yung tao. Well, medyo napapadalas na trending siya a few weeks ago for the wrong reasons. So far, wala naman dito na nakalagay. Ay, patay, ito tayo. Recreational drugs content, malamang sa ibang content ako balintikan dito. Anyway, so content related to recreational use of drugs, education, music statements, or humorous references about drugs or drug paraphernalia that do not glorify them, drugs in a music video, content focusing on the display or effects of drug consumption or the creation of distribution of drugs or drug paraphernalia in a comedic, non-educational, or non-documentary context. Okay. And content showing or discussing abuse, buying, making, selling, or finding of drugs or drug paraphernalia in a graphic and detailed way. Skip ko muna to dahil sa sa ibang mga content malamang doon Pero kahit paano, ito yung magagamit nating reference para sa mga future uploads natin. Hateful and derogatory comment, hate and disparagement or harassment towards a group or individual, content referencing protected groups or criticizing an individual's opinions or actions in a non-hurtful manner. Last time I checked, hindi naman protected group kabilang itong nakritik ko. Content that may be offensive to individuals or groups, but it is used for education, news, or documentary. Ito kaya. And then hate of harassment towards individuals or groups. Yes, limited ads yung mangyayari doon. Offensive. Last time I checked, it's not that offensive. Ayun. Kasi sino ba yung magdidikta kung ano yung offensive? Ay nako. Firearms related content. Although walang baril itong video na i-upload natin, basahin pa rin natin for educational purposes. So, hunting related content or guns shown in a safe environment like a shooting range, use of guns outside a controlled environment, display of homemade 3D printed or previously modified guns, use of airsoft or ball bullet guns against others without protective gear, and content that shows gun creation or modification, including assembly or disassembly, or promotes gun makers or sellers, facilitates the sale of gun buyers using guns without adult supervision. Ibang araw siguro natin tingnan tong help article. Then of course, sensitive events, dealing with war, death, or tragedy. So, pansin nyo, no? Parang light, moderate, and heavy yung nagiging ranking madalas dito sa mga category na ito. So, let's see. Fleeting mention of sensitive events, academic, documentary content on historical acts or terror prior to 9/11, educational content on terrorism or terrorist groups absent of graphic imagery or footage of actual terrorist attacks, educational or documentary content or public service announcements on drug trade organizations, discussions of terrorist attacks, events resulting in the catastrophic loss of human life, non-educational discussions of foreign terrorist organizations or drug trade organizations, content on these groups featuring graphic imagery in any context, or including the names of these organizations in the title of the video. Wala. Controversial issues. How controversial is controversial? And who dictates what is controversial? Okay. Topics that may be unsettling for some users. This is why on YouTube, you noticed how some videos need to have a trigger warning. Okay, so what needs trigger warning? Content discussing preventing controversial issues. Content where the controversial issues are mentioned fleetingly in a video are neither graphic nor descriptive. Parang malabo yata yun. Anyway, who decides what is controversial anyway? So, okay. Second, content about controversial issues that are not visually disturbing yet may contain descriptive language. Content that is dramatized or artistic, educational, documentary, or containing scientific presentations of these issues. And content which focuses on graphic depictions or detailed descriptions of controversial issues. Content is either graphic or highly descriptive, with controversial issues being the central topic of the content. Okay, because I selected one of these, and that is for adult content. Well, of course, I ended up with limited ads. So, you need to check first the video that you're trying to upload. If this is a pre-edited video, ha, for live stream, medyo magulo pa kung applicable itong mga rules na ito, which might explain bakit may mga nakakalusot pa rin sa kung bakit may mga nakakalusot pa rin sa mga live streamers. So, ito. Dahil ito, i-click natin yung we will click submit rating. I forgot to mention a while ago that I would be explaining in Filipino in English to make sure. Okay, checks. Okay, what happened? Oh, video elements muna. Since ito na save ko na. Meron na akong naka-prepare na dito, outro. Kabitan ko na lang ng links. And then save. Tapos naman yung ikabit natin yung card. Yung card, pag sinabing card, yun yung parang link na lilitaw dito sa taas. So of course, video yung gagamitin natin. Ito na lang ilalagay ko. Exactly chronological. And then save. Then of course, next. Okay, add suitability. This video is running limited or no ads due to content identified as not suitable for most advertisers. Like, okay. For now, ito yung siguro masasabi kong I can say for now that I'm willing to risk for now uploading this part of the video or this video, which is part of a live stream that I watched before. I would risk putting this on limited ad run because we're talking about a woman who overshares her sex life. So yeah, at least that would serve as a trigger warning for you. Okay, so let's click request review. Okay, if you are certain that your video thumbnail or metadata meet YouTube's advertiser-friendly guidelines, you can request a human review. We prioritize reviews based on a number of signals. Okay. So, let's see what happens kung ito naman yung click natin. Okay, review requested. Then, click next. And ito, balak ko siyang i-upload on a scheduled basis. So, ito, it may or may not be today or tomorrow, but at least you get an idea on how to schedule this and whether you want to set this a premiere or not. So, ito po, appeal in progress, nakalagay na dito, which is why scheduled is still highly recommended. Kung hindi nyo naman feel, i-schedule, pwede nyo na lang piliin dito yung, unlisted. Because, ito nakalagay, anyone with the video link can watch your video. And select this setting and wait a couple of hours to see if monetization or visibility issues are found. Then publish your video. Pwedeng ito or pwedeng schedule nyo na lang. Para pag at least bago siya mag-premiere, na-approve na yung monetization guidelines dito sa video ninyo. Okay, so thank you very much for watching this video. I'm hoping that you learned a lot from this and eventually find ito kasi laptop version. I hope this would also complement the mobile versions of your YouTube studio. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Bye-bye.